To all my private property friends out there, why do some transformation make more than others? People always say, follow the flow of government and you will be safe. And you can reap healthy rewards within 3 to 5 years. But is it always true? Take for example, J Gateway versus Woodleigh Residences. J Gateway made an average profit of 250k over the last 10 years, while Woodleigh Residences made 500k over the last 5 years. Why is this so? Let's dive deeper. In terms of transformation, it is split into 3 phases. First phase, announcement. Second phase, completion. Third phase, infrastructure. Phase 1, the transformation is announced and the awareness is raised. So naturally, prices would then slowly increase. Next, it goes into the completion phase where people actually see the transformation completing. That gives consumer a lot more confidence. Next, the government cannot be completing an MRT and not build anything around it. Am I right? So the next thing will always be infrastructure, and that is the growth story. Let's use the Woodleigh area, the Bidadari estate, as an example. The announcement of the North East Line was actually in 1996. The opening of the Woodleigh MRT was in 2011. From the first phase to the second phase, the prices appreciated by an average of 41%. You will see after the completion phase, Woodleigh prices actually went up by 57%. Now, the next phase comes in, which is the infrastructure phase. We see that the announcement of Bidadari Estate happened in 2013. The completion of Bidadari Estate was done in 2021, and the prices appreciated by 33%, followed by the completion of Woodleigh Residences and the Woodleigh Mall, which continue driving up prices by 22%. In total, after the completion phase, it went up by 112%. On the contrary, why did Jurong itself, despite the second CBD announcing in 2014, until today, the prices still haven't skyrocketed yet? Because they are always stuck in announcement stage. They haven't completed the transformation yet, and that's why they can never go into the infrastructure phase. As compared to Woodleigh, it has already gone through the announcement phase, the completion phase, and the infrastructure phase. By applying this concept, we will be able to identify a new story, the Thomson East Coast Line. The announcement was in 2014, the completion for the Lentor portion is in 2021, followed by the East Coast portion in 2023. Now, after completion, what phase is it? Infrastructure. And that's where the growth story is gonna happen. So, if you are smart, you will be able to identify where you should be for immediate returns within the next 3 years. Why does the government need to sell properties in Woodland and Lentor first? Because it will act as a price support for the next few stations such as Upper Thomson, Caldecott, as well as Bright Hill, which are considered to be RCR properties that may be launched at 2008 to 3000 PSF. Same thing goes for the East Coast area. There's a reason why the government is choosing to launch lands in Katong Park, Tanjong Katong and Marine Parade first, because these are considered prime East Coast where Singaporean consumers are able to accept 3000 PSF and above. But don't forget, there are new townships coming up in Siglap as well as Bayshore. What would the government be launching these land prices at? And how much would the developer be selling this at? Likely, with Bayshore having sea views, it would probably also be 3000 PSF. In order for consumers to accept 3000 PSF in a non-prime East Coast area, they definitely need to sell out the prime area first, so that the consumers will be funneled down to townships like Siglap and Bayshore. The same goes for the Orchard area. If you look at Prime District 9 and 10, you will actually realize there is a rejuvenation plan along this TEL line. We have Orchard Boulevard, Napier MRT station, and if you realize, the recent land sales, they are all happening along TEL line. There are opportunities in OCR, RCR as well as CCR region. But how are you going to be picking your project? I believe by showing you this concept, you'll be able to funnel in and have a very clear direction on how you should be picking your projects. And that's why in this very special video, I'm proposing 2 ebooks for my consumers here. One ebook which is how to select project, a continuation of the entire concept that I've just mentioned, followed by another ebook that will guide you on how to choose units. We will be highlighting key concepts. For example, by just paying 40,000 more, choosing a better unit can actually result in a $250,000 difference in profits. Click on the link below to get your version of your ebook right now.